Guys, thank you both so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to sort of go back to the beginning a little bit and just tell us a little bit about. Let's just start with you. How you grew up. What's your background, your life story of where you're from originally.
أنا عايش بسوريا. مريت بظروف كتير صعبة مثل ما مرق فيها أحمد. الفكرة إنه ما لقيت دعم بالأول، كان يدعمني أحمد. كنت أبكي كتير بما إني كنت كتير صغير، كان عندي حلم كتير كبير بإني أصير راقص مهم وأشوف الراقصين على السوشيال ميديا. كنت حابب إنه أكون مثلهم. إجت الحرب على سوريا فدمرت لي مو بس مدينتي، دمرت لي مشاعري كمان. فكانت صعبة علي. رغم هيك ما وقفت، ضليتني مكفي وضليتني عم أتمرن، وبفضل دعم أحمد يعني قويت. فدخلت المعهد العالي للفنون المسرحية قسم الرقص، وكفيت دراستي وكنت أخذ دروس على اليوتيوب. ولقيت هالمنحة الدراسية اللي اجتني من أكاديمية ناسيونال دي دانزا صدفة. ما كان مخطط لها أبداً، صدفة اجتني ولكني هلأ هون. وأنا يعني لهلأ أنا بمشي بشوارع روما وأنا مصدوم إني عن جد إني أخذت هيك منحة، ولهلأ ما بصدق إنه أنا ركبت طيارة، لأنه أول مرة كنت بركب طيارة. فكل شيء كان صدمة بالنسبة لي.
So he was saying like he's from Palestinian origins and he lives in Syria, and his dream was really big to be a dancer, and he was following YouTube videos, and like he came to my classes, he did some classes in different places, and he was learning a lot through YouTube, and then he went to the institute. The Higher Institute for Theatrical Art, the dance department. And he talked like when the war starts, he said something very sweet. Like he said, like the war didn't only destroy my city, it destroyed my feelings as well. So, and he said in those times where he was just crying and he felt so small for his big dreams, he was in contact with me and he found his support in me, that I was supporting him and giving him strength and asking him to be patient and just work. So and he's very happy to be able to get this scholarship from Accademia Nazionale di Danza here in Rome, and he said like it's great and it's like a seldom for me, and now I walk around in the Roman streets and I'm still in a shock. I don't believe that I'm in here, which I relate so much.
I mean, you guys know him. For people like me, we can't imagine this sort of feeling. I mean, I obviously come from a very stable country, and so I can't imagine the sort of feelings that must come over you by being here. But it's really exciting to have you here.
Yeah.
So, how did you get introduced to ballet? I mean, how did this all start? What was the feeling inside of you when you first saw it or experienced and thought, okay, I want to do this?
بالبداية أنا ما كنت بعرف شو هو الكلاسيك، كنت بس شوفه عن طريق الفيديوهات. كان عمري وقتها 8 سنين، 9 سنين.
In the beginning, he didn't know what is classic ballet. He only saw it through videos, and he was 8 or 9 years old.
من بعدها تعرفت إنه في فرقة اسمها فرقة إنانا السورية موجودة بسوريا مقرها بدمشق. فرحت على الأوديشن واختبرتني الخبيرة الروسية ألبينا بيلوفا. وقتها درست لمدة سنة، فوراً قبلت بالأوديشن ودرست لمدة سنة ونص بعدها راحت.
Okay, and he said after that he got to know about Inanna Dance Theater, and he went to audition there, and he was accepted immediately, and he stayed in the company for a year and a half, and then they left, and he said like he got his education with Albina Bilova.
وهي مو بس ألبينا بيلوفا مو بس عرفتني شو هو الباليه، هي خلته يعيش جواتي. مثل عشبة عم تنميها، عم تسقيها. صار عندي شغف اني كثير اشوف فيديوهات، اني اتعلم وقت اشوف الراقصين القدماء بالفرقه وشوفهم كيف عم يتحركوا وكيف الباشن، كيف هي الامور، فصير عندي دافع اكثر لحتى اشتغل على حالي.
And Albina Belova didn't only implement the love for dance in me, it implements as well how much respectful this art like can be for us. Like, and she implanted this let's say rose in me, and she was like watering it. And it made me look at the older dancers, like and wish to be like them, and work to be like them.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's the sign of a good teacher. It's not just
is.
teaching technique, you know, how to point your feet. It's also implanting something in here.
Yes,
the
that's
love
right.
Of dance and the respect of dance.
لأنه بالنسبة لي أنا بشوف الشغف هو أهم شيء عند الراقص.
Because for him, he says, like in his opinion, the passion is the most important thing in the dancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that shows very clearly in both of you.
Yeah.
What you see, I mean, you see line, you see beautiful bodies, but it's the movement, and you see the passion in the movement that comes out in how you move.
لهيك وقت نميت هذا الشغف واجيت بالأكاديمية، فالأساتذة فورا قالوا لي إنه في عندك روح جدا خاصة بتمتلكها. يعني بين الشغف بين لأنها قبل الرقص.
He said when I was empowering my passion and came here to the academy, the ballet masters and the teachers, they noticed that, and they said to him that he has a beautiful spirit of dance, and the passion it shows in his movements.
And that's it.
And that's it. For me, it was so easy to translate because he almost talking about me. Like as well, I started 8 years old and I went to Inanna Dance Theater, and then of course Albina Belova is my teacher, and she implemented this in me. The same story.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you say many times that you see so much of yourself.
Yeah.
And that just makes all you guys reuniting here just so much more special. The fact that you've come through so much together, but also separately.
Yes.
I think these stories are like just examples about so many stories back in the Middle East, or let's say in Syria where we came from. Like in different type of art, we have so many beautiful artists and creators, but they are not seen. And I think this is as well in many, like what I do when I work with the UNHCR or the SOS Children Villages, I go to these refugee camps and try to find those people who has this passion and this, gift or talent. And people like us now being able, through you and through so many platforms, to show and to tell our story, it's a voice for them as well. And I hope I would see more successful dancers and artists that they are glowing.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
وبالأخير حابب إني أقول بتمنى لبعد كم سنة لقدام إني أعيش اللحظة اللي أنا هلأ بهي اللحظة مخطط لها. يعني بتمنى إني أعيش اللحظة اللي أنا متمنية إنه تصير.
He said, like, the last thing I want to say, that I wish that one day I will live the thing that I am planning to achieve now. So he's planning to achieve his dream, and he's wishing to be able to live it and to become true. Inshallah.
As you said earlier, work hard, and just really try to put yourself in a place where opportunity to come to you. You can do so much yourself, but it's also a little bit about chance.
Yes.
But if you put yourself in the right place, opportunity will find you. And I think that's one of
هو
the best pieces of advice.
الإنسان بحاجة لفرص لحتى يبين شو عنده.
He said, a person needs opportunities to be able to be seen. I think that's as well what made me see him again. Like, to find him again was his hard work. Like, I saw him on some photos online from the institute, and I was like, who is this beautiful dancer? Do we have this in Syria? And I'm like, I was looking, and oh my God, that's Karmel. And then I immediately contacted him, and I'm like, hey, how have you been?
Yes.
How was that moment when you first heard from him online?
Oh.
You were like, whoa.
Oh, yes, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Yeah, I immediately told him, like, send me all you go do film some dance in there. Send me your CV. He said, what is a CV?
Yeah.
Let me write it for you. Just send me some things you've done in
الحياة هي مليئة بالمفاجآت رغم يعني مهما خططنا هي بتفاجئنا بالأخير. يعني مين كان مخطط إنه ممكن نشوف أحمد بعد 10 سنين بروما هون؟ ما كنا مخططين لهذا الشيء.
Yes, he's saying like life is full of surprises. Who would have thought that I would see Ahmad after 10 years here in Rome?
Yes.
That's great.
Good. I wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
And always, anything you need in support, we're in touch. Don't worry.
Yes.
So, I think just a little bit more, and then we can wrap it up. But what does this mean? You being here with Ahmad and everything, all of this chance that you guys get to be together again, and you're both dancing here in Europe. What does it mean for Syrian ballet or for people in the Middle East? What does this say to them? What does this say about your...
إنه أنت وأحمد هون بأوروبا. هذا الشيء شو بيعني بالنسبة للصورة عن الباليه السوري؟
فهمت عليه بس هو سؤال صعب لهيك رح خليك أنت تجاوب عليه.
Okay. He's like, I understood the question, but it's too difficult for me. I want you to answer it.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. I think like he still doesn't know that he is in a very important place. Because when I was in his place, I didn't know as well. And by growing up here in Europe and growing up through and into my career as well, made me realize that it's super important that we are, me or him or somebody like us, who had these challenges in life, who came from that part of the world, to be seen in a beautiful form of art. It is super important. We are showing our culture, we are showing the different part of that, what the media shows about Syria.
Absolutely.
Who thinks of ballet when you think about Syria? You only think about war, about refugees, about dying people. There are as well people who are hungry for life. We've been surviving for so long, our country has been destroyed, and we are hungry to live, we want to live. And yeah, by being here, for me, it taught me that life goes on, right? Whatever happens, whatever you lose, it's still within you. He will realize this soon, and I'll be there taking care of his directions.
And so what do you see as the future of art in Syria and the Middle East? What do you think? How do you see this future bright, positive?
كيف بتشوف مستقبل الفن بسوريا؟
سؤال صعب. كثير سؤال صعب.
أعطي رأيك. أنت هلأ شو رأيك؟
بسوريا؟ بشوف إنه في فن جدا عميق، في ناس كثير بحاجة لفرص بسوريا لحتى تطلع مواهبها، لأنه الحرب خلت الفنانين بسوريا والأطفال خاصة يكبتوا المواهب تبعهم، فلهيك هن بحاجة لحتى يفرغوها. بالمستقبل بظن إنه رح يكون جدا ممتع.
He said, I see a lot of depth in the art in Syria nowadays, and I think those artists, they just need opportunities, and then they will really show a beautiful future in the art in Syria soon, and that's what he hopes for as well.
وبدي أقول إنه ما في شيء مستحيل، لأنه مثل ما أنا عم أحلم إني أصير راقص عالمي، راقص باليه عالمي، وإني يكون على أهم المسارح، مثل ما كان بشوف بمنظوري إنه أنا مستحيل كنت أقوله أنا وصغير مستحيل إنه يطلع بطيارة يوما ما، ولكني طلعت بالطيارة وسافرت على أوروبا، فما أنا مستحيل أبدا إني أصير راقص باليه عالمي مثل ما أنا بدي. ما في شيء بالحياة مستحيل.
He says there is nothing impossible in life, because before I was thinking I want to be an international ballet dancer, and I was like, he was dreaming to be a very important dancer, and he was just thinking about it, and now he didn't even realize that one day he will go in an airplane and travel, especially to Europe. So it's his first time to get into an airplane, and that was here to come to Europe.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. And what can people like me from the United States or Western Europe, what do you want us to know about you and about artists in the Middle East and in Syria? What do you have to say to everybody?
بس إنه تتعرفوا على العرب أكثر.
I want you to try to get to know Arabs more.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think that's a great
I love this answer.
yeah. Short and sweet.
Yes.
But it's absolutely true, you know, because you said it earlier, you know, people in the West, and I don't fault people because you just see, I fault more the media. All you see is war and oppression and things like that. But if we could see beyond that and see people and artists and creation and expressiveness, we know that it's there, but we just don't see it in the media, and people just seem to forget about it. And yeah, obviously, I think that's what Ballet Rising is all about. We want to show that, you know, they're not just people in the Middle East, but they're creators. They're beautiful. They have ideas. They have plans and dreams. And there's dancers. There's painters. You know, it's art, and the global art community can come together in a much better way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope as well, like for somebody like him, trying to get opportunities and obviously he can be there. That I hope that the Western world, let's say, or governments make it easier for artists. Like,
Absolutely.
I understand if you have an idea about that part of the world and you don't want these people to come here, but can you give little exceptions for people who are looking for opportunities? Like, let's make papers easier. You know, like, it's not his fault that he's stateless, and neither my fault. Now, being a Dutch citizen, all the doors are open in front of me. So I wish for people like him as well to have open doors, because they're knocking, they're trying. So I hope the world will be easier for us.
I think that's what artists do.
Yes.
They try to open doors. They open minds. They open doors, and you know, I think we can all do a better job of that.
Yes.
And just representing each other and helping each other out.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. That's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, this is actually a common question. I forgot. I always ask this of people. You know, you look at the history of classical ballet and you see, okay, well, it started in France or Italy, and it spread to Russia and then Denmark, and you know, you see all these styles of classical ballet in Europe. And later it came to the United States, and then in the 20th century we developed the American style of ballet, the Balanchine style. And now you're starting to see other styles sort of morph and change a little bit. Now we have the Cuban school. And I've talked to people around the world, people from Africa, people from India, and I say, you know, do you someday see like an African style of classical ballet or an Indian style of classical ballet? You know, do you want to go back to Syria someday? And do you see someday like a Syrian style of ballet? What do you think? What do you think the future would be for you if you had your choice?
أنا مو بس بتمنى إني أطلع إنه برا سوريا وأدرس بأوروبا أو بأي مكان تاني وأخذ شهادة عالمية، لا، كتير بحب يوما ما أرجع والشهادة بإيدي، أرجع على بلدي سوريا والشهادة بإيدي، نفتح شركة، نفتح مدرسة. كتير أنا حدا كتير بتشبت بأرض بلدي، كونه إلي ذكريات هناك، كونه أصدقائي، أهلي، فكتير أنا بحب إني أرجع يوما ما وأفتخر إني أنا معي شهادة عالمية ورجعت على بلدي. طبعا مو أرجع مثلا أستقر، طبعا كفي دراسة بأوروبا، بس كتير بحب إني أرجع على بلدي، مو أنسى بلدي.
He's saying that he wishes that he can he can study and collect as much experience as possible and get like a big diploma and go back to Syria to share this experience with them there, and to maybe have a company or a school. And that doesn't mean he wants just to stay there. He wants to be able to develop his education in ballet and be able to come back to Europe and study more. And like, I hear him saying exchanging experience between Syria and Europe. Yeah.
And the dream of dancing in public.
بدي اياك تحكي عندك حلم انك تصير تقدر ترقص بسوريا بالشارع بالمكان عام يعني من دون ما يكون الواحد مستحي أو خايف إنه
هلا هذا شوي صعب لأنه لسه في كتير ناس بتستهجن الرقص بسوريا فلهيك بدنا شوي ثقافة زايدة بهذا الموضوع.
He's saying like to dance in public or to share this in public places is still difficult because still some people think it's it's weird or it's not our thing to see this in public, and this needs a lot of education for our people. So they need to know what is dance, and then after that they will be able to understand it. But which I agree as well. We need to educate our people about what is dance. And but how is it now? Like on my time, I think it was really difficult.
Yes.
And now I see development in it.
في كتير تطور بس لسه أنا كتير بحب إنه مثل مثلا بأمريكا أو بأوروبا كل الناس بتشجع الرقص، كل الناس بتشجع الراقصين، فأنا بحب إنه ما يكون في جزء من المجتمع ما يشجع هذا الشيء، لأنه أنا بحب كل الناس تكون تشجع هذا الشيء، لأنه أنا وقت أشوف كل الناس عم تصفق لي وعم تشجعني هذا لحاله بيعطيني طاقة زيادة.
Yeah. I asked him like, how is it now? Because on my time it was, like it was in the middle of the war and we have a lot of extremists and I was threatened to death. But what I see in him, I see people loving what he's doing in Damascus, and I see some support from there. Like they share his success. They didn't share mine. They share what he's doing. They support him. They love him, which I'm very happy about. So I asked him, "Is it different?" He said, "Yes, it's improving, but still he wants everybody to accept this, not only certain parts. It's like in Europe or America, he wants everybody to be able to applaud for you if you are dancing." Yeah. But I think as well that I saw, like during looking in social media, I saw that, for example, in the institute they share your videos, which is amazing.
Yes.
And I see as well some friends of yours, they share on their Facebook that they're proud and happy for you. I am happy for you as well. That's good. It gives me hope that now people are accepting.
Things are starting to change a little bit, becoming a little bit more open.
Yeah.
But we still have a long road to go.
الرقص هو عن جد تفريغ طاقة من جوا. بدي أقول إنه أنا وقت أكون تعبان أو وقت أكون زعلان عن جد أنا برقص فعن جد بيطلع كل اللي جواتي، لأنه هو عن جد طاقة ممكن نفرغها بأي شيء بدنا إياه.
He considers dance as a power or energy that he needs to express and to let it be there. So if he's sad or if he's happy or whatever he's feeling, he needs to dance it out. And he thinks this is a very good way of expressing.
أنا كتير بزعل لما بسمع من أساتذة بأوروبا هون إنه ليه في رقص بسوريا أو ليه في معهد عالي بسوريا. أنا كتير بزعل لهيك هذا السبب اللي كنا عم نحكي فيه قبل، إنه بس بدنا شوية دعم من ممكن من خارج سوريا لحتى بس الناس اللي جوا سوريا تتشجع لحتى يصير في تطور زيادة.
I don't agree. No, I'm kidding. Well, he said at the beginning, like, I'm very sad. It makes me very sad that people here ask me, do you really have ballet dancers in Syria? Do you really have,
معهد عالي,
higher institute for dance in Syria? That's I understand and I agree. And he said, now we need support from Europe to us, then that can make our people more educated about dance and accept it more.
بالنهاية رح أقول إني رح وصل لحلمي يوما ما.
So at the end he's saying, I will achieve my dream someday.
I believe you.
Yes. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Shukran.
عفواً.
عفواً.